Alright, what's good everyone on YouTube? This is Very Metal Man, and I'm here to show you the first set of highlights from my participation in the Duelist Cup. So yeah, sorry, we just gotta go find the replays. Ones I saved and ones I deleted, all that stuff. Alright, so interesting is that, unlike with the saved replays from every other dueling event, we cannot view our opponent's decks in this one. Alright, so we're gonna sorry with that. We're just gonna show this one off just so I can show you that you can technically still pull off Adventure Tangy in this engine. But more important than that, I wanted to show you the complete and utter defeat of my most despised deck, which is Twin Star. The other two are just Adventure Tangy, not the stuff I feel like people want to see. Because you'll probably be seeing more of it, but I just wanted to show that one off because somehow I usually lose to Twin Star. And it's just so fun we can shut them down for once. Oh, I guess there is more of that than I thought. Okay. Alright, here we go. This should be the first duel with the other decks I'm using. Which is just anti-meta stun. So my opponent went first, and he had to pass, probably because he bricked. Well, not like it's any consolation to us. Pot and Duality. Into expected border. Impact expected border plus move mirror shield is usually a pretty good lock, because it keeps your opponent from using extra deck monster effects. And they otherwise need to run over border in order to get rid of that. So then we have the duo of Fossildyna Pachycephalops. Pachycephalo. They're trying to use Predaplanet Synod to get rid of my Fossildyna in order to turn on special summons again. I'm not gonna let them. And I just happen to draw Macrocosmos. So next time I try that tactic out, since I had to bounce it back to their hand the first time, they'll be in for Rude Awakening. Which means they have to fold because they can't do anything. Fine by me. Our next opponent here is Gaster, and he's using an Outlet and Invoked deck. Invoked with Fright Fur, specifically. I'm admittedly unfamiliar with the combos involving Edge Imp Chain, but Artemis getting linked off and such for Invoked Macabre does not surprise me. Now, we have two chances to get around his Macabre, and it starts with Pot of Extravagance. And surprisingly, he has no problem with that. So we can go into Moon Mirror Shield and stop it, and just do other stuff. I guess he just didn't have a spell card at all, so he could get it. But when he tries to use Elector, he apparently didn't understand what Moon Mirror Shield did. And that was probably his one chance to actually get over Moon Mirror Shield, too. So with two Solemn Judgment negates and Macrocosmos are pretty good. But we negate Solemn. We negate Infinite Impermanence with Solemn Judgment number 1. He has a second Infinite Impermanence, but we add a second Solemn Judgment. We counter his good luck with our good luck. And since he can't use monster effects anymore, he only has fusion left. So I use Macrocosmos to make sure he can't pop off of the monsters he'll send to the graveyard here. Oh, he lost Dasher and Edge Imp Chain. Alright. Yeah, basically, when it's sent from the hand of field to the graveyard, he can search for a Frightful card. Which is why he really, really wanted to add that to the hand. Didn't work, though. Now, this guy's from Japan. But yeah, this is pretty much the best hand I could probably have asked for, because we have two Solemn cards, Apache and a Stormy Force in case of whatever he's trying to do. Which in this case is basically Synchron. So yeah, first Synchron deck in the event I faced. And there's the Junk Speeder himself, which is why we have Solemn Strike. Now, I have this deck as well, so I know for a fact he doesn't have a second copy of Junk Speeder. And since Junk Speeder's gone, there's pretty much nothing else he has to get his plays back. So I just said 4 sets. There's the Stardust Dragon, though. Don't blame him for switching to that. But that's why you need the Synchro Summon. So I'm going to use Compulse my own Inspector Border. Save it. And then use Moon Mirror Shield's effect to put it back on top of my deck. Take the 2500 because it... Oh, I won't be taking it. And he has basically nothing left. The combo's back out. And I was not really interested in seeing what he was going to try to pull out here, so I had no choice but to stop it. My second Solemn. Very good. I believe these two are my Gravekeeper decks, so let's play them. Oh boy, that 14 turn Gravekeeper deck. That you guys are gonna enjoy that one. I know you will. Necro Valley Throne to search for Commandment, and you know, use Commandment to get Necro Valley. The Ash was beaten, so well, Legion's right hand. Well, the Ash was not even remotely an issue. Pot of Duality. Get another Commandment. We just need the second Commandment so we can activate Magician's Right Hand in case he wants to use a spell card. Malabo and Burning Abyss cards. I admittedly forgotten entirely what they would even go for, but the second you start using danger cards, I had a better idea of what he was actually going to do. So Dogmaka, make sure we can use the effective Elder Emptiness to destroy Jackalope after we use Dogmaka to destroy their monster, and then we have Skill Drain up so that he doesn't get the effective Tsuchinoko off. And he can't get the effective Tsuchinoko off anyway because Necro Valley's up. And with all of his plays shut down, that's pretty much what he couldn't do. It makes it a little bit boring I'm using Stun, but to be honest, it's more like this is a chance for me to show off literally way more decks than I normally would for events like this, because this is not a festival that limits the decks you can use. So I'm also show off my entire collection of most of the collections I've got. The last 3 duels I have to show you where we were most of the time for this video going. Trust me. Especially when you see this. Soul Sword. This is regular Soul Sword, by the way. Not Adventure Roast Tengi. Adventure Roast Tengi doesn't use Soul Sword of Mogi, for example. And heads up, yes, I will be playing this deck as well in the second highlight video. So you're set for this right now. Mo Yi synchro into Xiao Shang, then use Mo Yi to search for a Grandmaster, which lets you special synchro Shen Ying and burn. Now here's something that scares me, because for some reason he doesn't take the chance to combo the effective Grandmaster Shak Xiao with Supreme Sovereign Shen Ying several times throughout the duel. You'll see what I mean. He banishes a card here, but he never does anything else with Shen Ying to disrupt my field. And that allows me plenty of chances to set up things like the Hidden Temple of Necro Valley lock. Vessel for the Dragon Cycle. And he tries to go for another level 10, but he can't Monster Horn. Even my own graveyard starts to. That was actually a godsend, because it meant I already have one Hidden Temple face down. So I really just need to get a monster out. And we can Pod Duality, hope for another monster. We get our other 2 copies of Card of Demise there. So we set Torrential, get our monster, and we have it. Which is really great too, because Heretic can't be popped by card effects. And can't do battle damage this turn due to Card of Demise, so we have our board set up. Somehow we went second with this deck, and we managed to get this board set up against Soul Sword. Somehow. I'm not even sure if the opponent actually could have stopped me, because I'm not. Maybe I'm missing something with Soul Swords. I'm not sure. But yeah, at this point, it's really just Heretic beatdown, since it does, with my opponent unable to special summon, and me being more than prepared to wreck his day if he tries. Well, there's nothing he can really do. Sorry, Devin. I just want to play the rest of my decks. I didn't know. Would I win? Who knows? Don't you know? But yeah, we still got 2 more duels to show you, and they're gonna be with another deck. It won't be a stun deck this time, though. It's actually gonna be a bit of a surprise. Now, admittedly, this deck isn't as consistent or powerful as the other 3 I showed you, for a good reason, but I want to have fun since I'm on my way to build it. And, well, surprise. It's the weather deck I used for the Master Duel solo mode video I put up about it. So, we use Snowy Canvas to search for other weather cards and, you know, do the banishing, all that good stuff. And we banished for special summon Painter of Aurora to add Painter of Snow to our hand. Painter of Sun and Painter of Aurora come back. And our opponent apparently can't do anything with that. The only frustrating thing about this mode is that I don't know what deck they were playing, so I have no idea why they would feel like they need to fold. Against the weather, of all things. But yeah, here's the last episode duel, the highlight. I don't need these to be half-hour long behemoths, I just need to get the point across. Prosperity. I really need the 6 potential excavations. A Maxi is pretty much the best thing I have to get. So my opponent normal summons Ecclesia. And get the Wire Painter Snow. But before that, I make sure to tribute for Garlanda, the Kaiju, because I really wasn't interested in seeing them tribute that Ecclesia. Painter Snow. Oh, Effect Veiler. I see. Right. And Effect Veiler goes off here, which stops me from searching for Painter Canvas, but I can still use the effect of the Weather Canvas to remove him from play in order to summon him back next turn. Yeah, that still activates even if you got Effect Veilered. And during the battle phase, he forces me to return my Kaiju back to my hand in order to open himself up for more damage. But then the question becomes, what kind of deck is he playing again? Because he's got Altergeist, which is meant to support not Ecclesia, because Ecclesia is supposed to support Soul and Fallen Obvious. But that's not important. I do another tribute. Get my kaiju back out. Water Painter Sun. Returns my kaiju to the hand. Snowy Canvas is used to search for a Rainbow Canvas. Thunder Canvas coming in clutch. I use Rainbow Canvas. Make the chance for Painter Snow to come back. And Painter Sun will come back as well. He special summons a second Incredible Ecclesia. Why? What? Like, he has this dark deck. This card right here is my main concern, because if he gets a dark monster with enough attack points out, I could lose my entire background and all of my canvases, which is like the entire point of the weather deck. So we get Painter Snow back, and we get Painter Sun back as well, on top of Painter Thunder, Painter Snow. But now we have the tribute for Ecclesia. I don't even care what he's trying to do. I'm just going to Ash Blossom you. This is we get Rainy Canvas in order to return to search for Aurora. Then I'll XC Summon for Super Quanto Mech Beast Ground Pulse to destroy your set. Attack directly. And the duel's almost over because as you'll see, my opponent wasn't really interested in dealing with me potentially summoning a boss monster next turn. But Rainy Canvas is there to return sets to the hand, which means that next turn we don't have to deal with it. So it's best used during the end phase. And the fold. The disconnected, because I literally quit the game fold. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. The second highlight video will be up shortly. Until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the Quarry Director's Share movie I put up in my YouTube video like the day before. I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I did enjoy setting it up. So, as per usual, if you liked this video, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Take good care of yourselves. Duelist.